Welcome to Silent Hill. Silent Hill is one of my favourite games of all time. It was also my first major introduction to the survival horror genre. Now, don't take that to mean that I started playing survival horror games years and years ago when Silent Hill came out, it so sucked me in. Although I've been playing games for most of my life, I used to avoid survival horror like a plague since I was a kid because, maybe embarrassing to say, I did find it a wee bit scary. I mean, played little bits of Resident Evil and I watched my family play these games, but I myself never sought them out on my own until just a few years ago. And Silent Hill is one of those classic titles that keeps turning up on lists, so I checked that one out, and I'm glad I did. And as I said, it's one of my favorite games of all time. So, yeah, here's my rather unprofessional take on the game. So, let's get started. Yep, I'm playing this on a good old-fashioned PlayStation. Yeah, original model as well. I picked up at the car boot sale not too long ago. A £5 is bargain. There are violent, disturbing images in this game. Just so you know. Konami, a little infamous these days. There's no memory card. There's a reason for that, I'll explain later. The fear of blood tends to create a fear for the flesh. She's a very important character in the series. There's Harry and his wife. Enjoy her presence while you can. It's the last time you'll ever be seeing her. Hell, just all the music in Silent Hill throughout the series is just awesome, but I love this opening theme especially, so I'm just going to let this play and not interrupt too much. Ah, there she is. Oh, hi, Lisa. This opening is kind of a trailer for the game, but it's also important, these sequences. Kind of leads us to the introduction, so pay attention. Oh, poor Lisa. So, Harry's driving along with his daughter Cheryl. Sybil the cop goes before him. Oop, what happened to Sybil? Don't stop or anything, Harry, just keep driving. And smash. So, just driving along, crash your car. Let's just jump right into this. Easy, normal, or hard? As a rule, never play games on easy. Very occasionally I might, just if I'm trying to get a reward or something from a quick playthrough, but hard in this game is actually very hard. Not to go too behind the scenes, I've already recorded some videos for this which just didn't take, and I was playing the game on hard at that point, and it's okay until you get to Midwich, and then you just get really swamped by monsters and you tend to die quite easy, so I just stick with normal. I usually play with normal on first time on games anyway. Uh-oh. Where's Cheryl gone? And the fact it's light now as well would imply it's been a few hours since that car crash. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Cheryl? Where are you? Strange. It's quiet. Too quiet. This place is like a ghost town. Well, you're Nelly, right? Cheryl. So, quick explanation on controls. Just pretty basic tank controls. I'm playing on the PlayStation, of course. Hold down the square button, you run. Oh, little scene here. Footsteps. Cheryl.
Cheryl? Is that Cheryl?
Yes, there actually is voice acting in this game. Not all of it, but some of it.
Where are you going?
Into the fog.
Wait, stop!
So yeah, as I was saying, hold down square to run, D-pad, directional buttons. Oh, you can actually use the analog sticks, but for whatever reason, I just find D-pad easier for these sorts of games. Attack is X, but in this game you can only attack if you have a weapon. Your L's, 1s, and R1s, sidestep. Never really use it myself. R2 would be aim if you had a gun, but you don't at this point. So let's just follow what looks like our daughter into this creepy alleyway. Beware of dog. What is that? I have a bad feeling it may have been the dog. Oh, and in the background you may be able to hear the air raid siren, so that's your, that'll be a little, notification of oncoming dread throughout this game. Oh, crazy camera angles here, you gotta love this. It's very cinematic and very cool, but it's quite hard to control when they keep switching around like that. It seems to be getting darker as well. Sorry about that, I've been a bit ill recently. That's strange. It's getting darker. You see, not always voice. You can't always hear, like, dialogue. A lot of it's written, but better than nothing, I guess. I suppose when you're not speaking, it's probably just what's going on in your head. So, the world got mysteriously dark all of a sudden. Nice little movie reference there. Broken wheelchair? What's this doing here? So, the fact that your daughter's missing, you're in what appears to be an empty town, it's getting suddenly dark. Yep, that's pretty bad. It's about a whole lot worse. What's this? Looks like a body. Oof. I'll keep going on the soundtrack, but you've heard that? That's just, ooh, it's very atmospheric and very unsettling. There's blood on the floor. All of a sudden, the walls are turning to steel grating.
is this? What's going on here?
I don't want to know. And oh shit! All of a sudden, mumblers appear. You got no weapon, so your best call is probably just to try and run away if you can. Go back the way you came, but blocked by a fence. So you're pretty screwed. Try desperately and find a way out for whatever good it does you. But there's no way out. And you die. Game over. Short game. Nah, of course not. Suddenly you wake up in a cafe. And here we meet one of our other main characters, Sybil Bennett. With a really sly look in her face for some reason.
Was I dreaming?
How do you feel?
Like I got run over by a truck.
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck.
But I'm okay.
I'm alright, I guess.
No big deal.
Glad to hear it. You from around here? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist. I came here for a vacation. I just got here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what happened.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to find out myself.
There's a reason I'm doing that.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. There we go.
Have you seen a little girl?
Oh. Be prepared to hear this phrase a few dozen times, it seems.
7 last month. Short, black
Hair.
My daughter.
Just to clarify, my daughter.
Sorry. The only person I've seen in this town is you.
Where is everybody?
I'd tell you if I knew, believe me.
I don't believe you. Nah, Sybil's
I
cool.
can tell. Something bizarre's going on. That's all I know. What's your name?
Harry. Harry Mason.
Sybil Bennett. I'm a police officer from Brams, the next town over.
Never does explain why she's here, though.
The phones are all dead, and the radio too.
Something must be going on with that radio. Harry's very impressed with that.
Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
No way. It's dangerous out there.
Very stilted dialogue.
In that case, I need to find her now.
Kind of on par with Resident Evil in a way, although Resident Evil's a bit more melodramatic.
I can't just leave her out there by herself.
Uh-huh.
Have you got a gun?
No.
Sybil's got a gun.
And hope you don't have to use it.
Yes, strange man who I've just met. Take my firearm.
Before you pull the trigger, know who you're shooting. And don't do it unless you have to. And don't go blasting me by mistake.
Whoops.
Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
You do best to stay nearby. I'll I'll be back with help as quick as I can.
Oh, just a second. I'm going to put in my memory card. Yeah, the reason I took the memory card out at the beginning was because the introduction changes slightly if you've played the game before and have, well, if you've done something in the game before and it's on your memory card, you get a slightly different introduction. But I wanted to show you the original one, so just took the memory card out. Now we have control again. Radio seems broken, can't hear anything. Can't switch on the TV now. Right, that's not what I'm looking at, Harry. It's the bloody knife. Kitchen knife, take it. Yes, you can take it, but just hope you don't ever have to use it. Because if that's the only weapon you're left with, then you're pretty screwed. So yeah, after that riveting dialogue scene, we're left to look for our daughter once again. No thanks to the cops. Yeah, the dialogue was a little stilted there, as you noticed, but I recently read on shsilentmemories.com that the dialogue for the first game was recorded line for line. So, as well as being translated directly from Japanese and just given to the voice actors in that form, it just basically had been recorded line for line. Just means it doesn't flow very well, so that's how it comes off as weird as it does. It's been a weird dialogue. I'm starting to ramble a bit, but let's go on. Health drink, yes. Take every single health drink you find. Flashlight as well, become very handy later because you don't want to be walking around with just your lighter again. Your lighter, which seems to disappear because it's no longer in your inventory. Maps, important to have in games and in real life, especially if you go into the hills like I do. Oh, just missed it there. Something flashed by the window. It's kind of important. Pinball machine, nothing unusual. So, got our health drinks, our knife, our maps, and our torch. Should be everything. Let's get going. Huh. Radio. Something's going on with that radio.
Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Okay, I was nearly right. Whoa, something behind me! Whoa, something in front of me! Crap. I knew this was coming. I probably should have equipped my weapons beforehand. Right. I've paused the game immediately after coming off the menu screen there because my television, for whatever reason, if it doesn't receive a signal for like a millisecond, will go into a blue screen before resuming. So every time coming out the menu or every time I'm coming off the map screen, I can't see for a few seconds of blue. And in a game like this, that kind of lag could be deadly. So let's deal with this fucker.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
So, here's our next enemy, the Air Screamer. Oh, just noticed my microphone's a wee bit high. I should perhaps turn that down a little. Hello? Still a wee bit high. Yes, professional editing as I'm recording. Yes, this monster here is an Air Screamer. Can't see it quite well here, but it sort of looks like a cross between a pterodactyl and a man with no skin. As I mentioned earlier, the first monsters we came across in that sort of dream sequence, or nightmare, or whatever it is, that thing, it never really explains what that bit is. I mean, it's essentially a tutorial and introduction to the game, but then you die and wake up here and it doesn't really explain if it was like a nightmare or a premonition or something. But pocket radio, take it. Yep. You'll want to take the radio with you because it sort of went a bit staticky before the monster attacked, and it will alert you whenever you are near a monster. So it's a useful thing to have. It's one of the staples of the series. Just about every game except Silent Hill 4 has a staticky radio. Someday, someone may experience these bizarre events. Hopefully, they will find my notes useful. Well, I can think of one character off the top of my head who does, but that override this file. That would be a spoiler. Okay, time to go back out into the world. Just drink my cold and flu remedy. Where could Cheryl have gone? Guess I'll check that alley again. Do you really want to go back in that alley? I mean, even if it is a dream, I'd be a little bit anxious about going into a place like that. Okay, we'll go with the alley, but I'm going to make a few other stops first. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going the right way. There's a few pickup items around. Bachman Road. Right, yeah. See, I can't see right now. Hopefully nothing's attacking. Right, it's not. Cool. Stupid lag. I know where a few of the pickups are around town, just sort of lining the street, so I'd rather get those first. Especially things like bullets, you will need them. There's... Sorry, I'm just going to check the map again. This is kind of cheating, or at least going a bit ahead, but there's also some items. There's these 3 keys that we're going to need in a bit very soon. So rather than get to that bit and then work my way back, I think I'll just go and grab them now. They're not too far away. One's down Elroy Street, one's in the alley behind the cafe, and the other one is up that road. So we're going to go there first. Just going slightly ahead. So yeah, if I do sound a bit Queen Burger. No, see, static noise. I just saw a monster there. I saw a health drink. Air screamers. Right, these bastards are very quick. They're actually a little faster than you, so... I mean, you can stand and shoot them for a while. Personally, I think that just wastes bullets and time, as well as putting you at risk. My preferred method for dealing with these and other monsters is just to run around them whenever you can. Okay, so the first key I need is here, where it appears someone has been playing basketball with a dog's head. Got the key of the woodman. Another health drink. Yeah, I've played this game a fair few amount of times, so I do have a decent idea of where a lot of things are. I mean, it's been a little while since I played the whole game, so I will forget some things, but got an idea at least. Okay, one of the other keys is down here. So yeah, it's not exactly the bravest of strategies, but this is a survival horror game, and unlike Resident Evil, you're not like a well-trained cop or military personnel. You're just an ordinary guy with a gun. So if I was in that situation, I think I'd be more likely just to run away from monsters than I will shoot them. Okay, Scarecrow. Oh shit! Fuck! Yeah, these ice screamers are quick bastards and they kick you in the head. The next key is up here. So yes, visit the charming tourist resort of Silent Hill, with its thick fog, empty streets, and snow. And yes, that is snow. It's not ash, as some people may say. In the Silent Hill movie, oof, that was close. In the movie adaptation, they did make it ash because they based the location of that film off a town called Centralia, which is suffering from an underground coal fire for. Oof, fuck are you? Shit. I'm just trying to get those bullets, so piss off. Yeah, in the movie, they based Silent Hill off a real-life American town called Centralia, which has been suffering from an underground coal fire for decades. So it's essentially a ghost town, barring a few residents who just bloody refuse to leave. So yeah, that does have ash, which kind of billows up every so often, and flames come out the ground. It looks really cool and disturbing. I wouldn't mind visiting it one day, but yeah, that's also what it is in the Silent Hill movie. But no, in the games, it's just snow. And yes, that was one of the dog-like creatures we'll run into every so often. It's not here. I'm looking for some. That's it. My car, too smashed up to drive. Where's Cheryl? I pray she's safe. Actually, that's a little interesting little thing there. He says, I pray she's safe here in the European and Japanese version, which is kind of what I'm playing. In the American version, I think he says, I hope she's safe. I mean, not sure why they changed it. I know America has a bit of a funny thing with, well, religion sometimes, using religious phrases, so I don't know if that's anything to do with it. Oh, and there's a health drink. So grab those whenever you can. Oh shit, there's fucking two of them, shit. Oh, I think I lost interest. Speaking of weird little edits or censorship, I think I'm going down the wrong street here. Yeah, I have went down the wrong street here. Idiot. I'll be going down that way in a minute, but it's not where I want to go right now. Yeah, in the beginning of the game, we were attacked by the Mumblers in that dark alleyway, which are sort of a mole-like creature with standing on their hind legs with claws. In the American version, that's not the creature you actually face right at the beginning. You face the... fuck off. You face a monster known as the Grey Children, who were also cut for censorship. Alright. Convenience store. Yeah, some health drinks in here. There is a health drink. Take it. Is that the actual brand of it, I wonder? Are they just called health drink? Health drink. Kind of reminds me of an old Bill Hicks sketch when he's talking about advertising. He was talking about orange drink. You know, when I'm done, I'm gonna cut some of this shit out. You know, when I'm done ranting about demonic forces and the appearance of hell creeping into our everyday world, my throat gets parched. That's why I drink health drink. Ooh, first aid kit. Also good. They restore a bit more health than your regular health drinks. And there's an air screamer right here, so I'm gonna start running. Oh, damn it. I'm relatively good with maps and directions in real life, but it's bloody Silent Hill fog can throw you around a bit. Oh. Yeah, that was because of that lag I was talking about. Couldn't see shit for a few minutes. Well, a few seconds. Okay, heading back down to that alleyway where we apparently got killed before. Probably not number one on your list of places to go back to, but it's poor Harry's only lead on Cheryl. Nope, these dog monsters, I think are called groaners. I know there's some silly name for some of these creatures. Basically dogs without skin. On the harder difficulty, there's also one in here, which makes avoiding it a pain in the ass with all these weird camera angles. Fortunately though, this trip in the alley ain't so dramatic. To school.
Isn't this Cheryl's sketchbook? She's at the school.
I guess. Oh. So I didn't really mention about the maps in Silent Hill. They're pretty cool compared to some other games I've played. But not only will they show you exactly where you're on the map, if you ever come across sort of a locked door or a blocked way, it'll show up on the map, and as you see there, when you have a clue of a place to go, it'll come up as well. So it's not too hard to navigate, which is a bit of a blessing. Steel pipe. That can be useful as a weapon. And one other thing. Sketchbook cover. This picture. It's me. This picture Cheryl drew on the sketchbook I gave her on her 5th birthday. It's kind of a funny meme on some of the Silent Hill pages to do with that. But, Anyway. So now we do have a bit of a direction. We've got to go to Midwich School. Which, according to the map, shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, the streets are laid out fairly well. Be hard to get lost. Just have to get out that alleyway, go across Finney Street to Midwich Street, or and then just go straight down the school. Another nice thing about the maps, you may have noticed looking at the names of the streets, they're all named after horror or sci-fi writers. Bachman, I think, might have been one of Stephen King's pseudonyms. Matheson, of course. Block, I think, might be Robert Bloch, the author of Psycho. Bradbury Street for Ray Bradbury, of course. Elroy, Midwich, I'm not completely sure on. I do read some sci-fi and horror, well, little bits, so I'm not familiar with all those authors. Oh, crap, I just wanted to complete it. Right, that's the shitty thing about those camera angles. Fortunately, the game doesn't do stuff like that too often. Just in this little scene. Oh, good. Apologise to you, audience. But whoa, shite! Head's a wee bit stuffy. Whew, that was close. So I've been feeling a little bit ill, and I've actually been off work today, which isn't a good thing, because I think I'm only in my 3rd week of a new job, so I'm fingers crossed they don't decide to fire me. Should be back at work tomorrow, and hopefully get things going then. So yeah, in theory, you should be able just to follow this road to connect to the other street, then you'll be at this school, no problem. Except this, there's big gaping void in the road, where it just appears it's caved in. So yep, we won't be going that way. As I said, cool thing about the map is if you run into anything like that, it does mark down. So at least you won't have to backtrack too much. Oh. Right, try to think where to go next. I do know where to go next, but there's another clue to pick up, and if you don't pick up that clue for some reason, you won't be able to enter the place. It'll make more sense when we get to it. Just gotta still go as if we're trying to get onto Midwich Street. Doghouse, 11th Street. That's where we're going to next. I'm assuming this is also Cheryl's notebook. Pages with blood on the ground. Yep, that's comforting. So we're on 11th Street now, looking for a doghouse. Oh, there it is. And there's dogs as well. House key was hidden in the doghouse. Take it? Nah. Of course I will. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Now, if you go straight to the doghouse without checking that piece of paper, you won't be able to find the key for some reason. So, no shortcuts there. First aid kit, take it, yes. Now, doors locked in this version of the game because I'm just starting a brand new game, but if you've played it before and you go into Next Sphere, which is kind of a new game plus mode, that door might be open depending on what ending you get. If you get one of the bad endings, your special weapon for the next game is a samurai sword, and that's what's in that room there. Other weapons you can get are a chainsaw, rock drill, and believe it or not, a laser gun. That's for a very special ending. Some handgun bullets. So yeah, since the roads are pretty much wiped out, I have to sort of cut my way in through like this house and back garden to get the other street. Oh, health drink. I mustn't be doing too bad with those right now, actually. Oh, it's the map button pressed by mistake. Drink more of my paracetamol lemony drink mix. Oh, orange health, which is kind of a caution. I've got 10 health drinks, so I'll use one. Just be safe. Anything else? Refrigerator was empty. Apparently Harry used his X-ray vision to work that one out. Keys for the Eclipse. Yeah. This is just the map for the the keys that I already collected. That's why I decided to get them first, just to save some time. Otherwise, we would have went through all that, came here, and then just have to go back out again to find the keys, and it's Thought I'd just save some time. Scarecrow, Woodman, and Lion. Guessing it's a Wizard of Oz reference. I'm not completely sure why, but something. What? It's getting dark again. What's going on? Yes, considering what happened last time it got suddenly dark, be a little cautious about moving around right about now. More soothing tones of Silent Hill in the background. When I first played this game just a few years ago, I was actually house sitting for some relatives. And I just took a PlayStation along just to pass the time and put this game on. And yeah, by the time I got to this point in the game, I was in the house alone, apart from a few cats. It was getting dark. There was big open windows just looking out the darkness outside. And then this bit happened, and it started sending chills down my spine. As I said earlier, I never really played survival horror before until this, so new experience for me. Yeah, you kind of don't really want to go out into the world when it's like this, but you got to. Now, the flashlight is actually optional. One of the things about the flashlight is, yeah, it helps you see, but it also tracks monsters, so if you want, you can press circle to switch the flashlight off, but as you can see here, trying to navigate like this would be really fucking difficult. So it's probably best just to leave it on and just pray / hope for the best. Right. And there's the static, which means I'm about to get kicked in the head and possibly mauled, so let's just get out of here. Fortunately, the way to the school isn't hard, it's virtually just down this road. I know the tracks monsters, but kind of wouldn't be one to walk around in this world in the dark anyway. Fuck knows what you'll bump into. This, things like this is one of the things that I think sets it apart from Resident Evil. And not saying that's better, just that's like different in a good way. It's just this really oppressive atmosphere. Just jumping into the school bus there. That's wonderful and creepy. Yeah, the thing about Silent Hill is, you're not just fighting zombies. Well, you're not fighting zombies at all in Silent Hill. You're fighting, well, monsters, kind of. But it's not just the fact that you're fighting creatures. You're sort of going up against your surroundings. Like, your very environment is just so hellish and seems out to get you. Which is, well, for me anyway, just is a lot more oppressively scary than just running around shooting monsters. I like Resident Evil as well, don't get me wrong. There's another save point in this bus, and yeah, this bus as well, just wrecked bus, complete blackness outside. Yeah. Another reason I find Silent Hill scary, I don't like wrecks, especially shipwrecks in deep, dark water. Something about them is just very eerie and sort of disturbs me on a very deep level. No pun intended. So, yeah, imagery like this kind reminds me of deep water shipwrecks as well. Hey, that sounds like an odd fear, but I've been online. I'm not the only one to have feelings like that. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't really have a a term as such. But anyway, let's get into the school. Whoa. Yep, another abandoned building. Take the map, yes. So, is Cheryl here? I guess we'll find out. More Ronaldo Gordon, list of teachers. That comes into play a little bit later, but not right now. It's written in blood, how lovely. 10 o'clock, Alchemy Laboratory. Gold in old man's palm, future hidden in his fist, exchange for sage's water. I know what it means now because I've played the game a few times. Written in blood. 5 o'clock, darkness that brings the choking heat. Flames render the silence, awakening the hungry beast. Open time's door to beckon prey. Written in blood. 12, place for songs and sound. A silver guidepost is untapped. In lost tongues, awakening at the ordained order. It seems like gibberish, but they're riddles to puzzles we have to solve in this building. Check out this painting on the wall. It's a picture of a door with two bodies pinned either side. Don't know who drew it, but it's certainly in bad taste. It's kind of cool, but I get what he means. Something that's really cool, actually. I don't have the link right now, but I might attach it to this video. There's an artist who recreates a lot of things like this from Silent Hill, mainly the paintings, and to scale. It's pretty cool. I mean, I believe that is in the United States as well, and I'm in the UK, so there's pretty much no chance I'm ever going to see it, but I'd totally pay to see that. It's just so awesome. Handgun bullets, yep. Could make a bad taste comment about bullets in American schools, but this isn't that kind of video. Right. So, we've seen a creepy painting. Got some bullets, got some clues. And now we're in the infirmary. Should be some pickup items. Health drink? Well, where else would you find it but the infirmary? Okay, the answer to that is everywhere in Silent Hill, but you know what I meant. Okay, right, I think we're about 45 minutes into this now, so take a little bit of a break here and come back later on to check out the rest of the school. Sorry, I'm saying a lot. I'm not very good on scripted. Well, if you guys are still around me at this point, chatting out this video, very sincere thanks. I'm glad you have the patience, and I hope you are enjoying this to some degree. The action is going to pick up quite a bit after this, so join me next time when we explore Join me next time for when we explore the rest of Midwich School and see if we can find our little girl Cheryl. So I'm going to save here, and thank you very much for watching. Good night.